Hey there. So this is a short, about 10-minute chair yoga that you could do at work or at home or anytime you just feel the need to move your body. You can do it seated at a chair. You could do this first thing in the morning, sitting at the edge of your bed before you get up and start moving for the day. If you use a chair, just make sure it's a stable one, and stay seated in the chair. So whether you're seated at the edge of the bed or in your chair, just taking a few rounds of breath here, kind of coming back to your center, kind of being present, closing your eyes if that feels safe. Just allow yourself a few rounds of breath here, especially if it's your work day and it's stressful. Just taking that time to bring yourself back to present moment awareness. And then slowly fluttering your eyes open. Just getting ready to do just a little movement. So we'll start by having our feet, I know you can't see mine, but your feet planted firmly on the ground, sitting nice and tall in your spine. Your hands can rest on your thighs or your knees. And as we inhale, we're sending our heart and our chest forward, lifting. And as we exhale, we're rounding and drawing our spine back. Inhaling, sending our heart and our chest forward, lifting. And then exhale, rounding, tucking our chin. So we're flowing in cat-cow. So as we inhale, we're in our cow. And as we exhale and round, we're in our cat. So flow a few more times here. Really focusing on that flexion and extension of your spine. It's so important to move our spine in a lot of different ways. So flow one more time here, moving with your own breath. No need to rush. And then we'll meet back at that neutral spine, keeping our hands right where they are. We'll start to move our spine in a circular motion. So just moving around our spine, just our upper body, our lower body stays firmly connected to the chair or our bed. Just feeling in to that circular motion. And then making sure we stop and go in the other direction. We'll all meet back at that neutral, tall spine. And we'll start to find some lateral flexion for our spines. So keeping one hand on our leg, the other arm floats up as we inhale, and as we exhale, we find a gentle extension over, really feeling that through our right side body, feeling that opening up, taking full breaths here, allowing our lungs to expand. Then we'll release, and we'll do that on the other side. So as we inhale, that left arm floats up, and then as we exhale, finding that lateral flexion on the other side. So with each inhale, feel your length a bit more. And as you exhale, maybe we can increase that stretch. Maybe not, and that's okay. And release. Let's do that one more time on each side. And this time, really focus on that lifting up and then that releasing. Each inhale, feel that extension. And then one more time on the other side. Really focus on your breath, making sure you're taking full deep inhales and exhales. And we'll come back to center. And we'll find a twist. So as we inhale, arms float up. And as we exhale, we're twisting to the right. So one arm in front, one behind. Inhale, we lift back at center. And as you exhale, you're twisting in the other direction. So moving with your breath here, we find length on our inhale and twist on the exhale. Again, we're really focusing on moving with our breath, making sure we fill our lungs completely and then empty them completely. Do this one more time on each side. You can do any of these postures or poses as many times as feels good or that you have time for. Then we'll sweep arms up, and as we exhale, bringing hands to our heart center. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do that a few more times. One more time, inhaling, arms up, fullest inhale yet. As we exhale, pushing every drop of breath from our lungs. We'll stay here for just a breath or two, connecting to our heart. And we'll get just a little bit of our lower body in here. So we'll leave our left foot firmly planted on the earth, and we'll lift our right foot and place our right ankle on top of our left knee. And it really deepens the stretch if we flex that right foot. And maybe pressing gently on that right thigh, pressing it down, sitting nice and tall. You should feel this in your right glute. This is called pigeon pose. And it's one of my favorite poses. It can be done lying down. It can be done standing. There's a lot of different versions of pigeon. I really like this one first thing in the morning. Just sit with it for a few breaths, noticing how that feels. If you ever have lower back issues or sciatica, this is a really great pose. And then we'll release that, setting that foot down to the earth, and then bringing up the left leg, placing that left ankle on our right knee. And again, flexing that foot really deepens the stretch, pressing down gently on that left knee. You should feel this in your left glute. You should feel a little bit of work here, but it shouldn't hurt if it does come out of it. Otherwise, try to stay for a few breaths. And then release. We'll bring that foot to the earth. And we'll just do some alternate knees to chest. Again, this is something that can be done lying down before you even get out of bed in the morning or at night when you get home. Find a quiet spot to lay down. So just lifting one knee up to your chest, giving it a hug and releasing, and then moving to the other knees. Sitting really tall in our spine is really important. Just do that a couple times on each side. You can move with your breath, or you can just hold. So maybe that feels good. Just holding for a few breaths on each side before releasing. And then going to the other side. Holding for a few breaths. And releasing. And then we'll just inhale one more time up. Exhale, hands to heart. Few rounds of breath. And then slowly open your eyes. So very simple. Can take even less time than we just did here. Just move throughout your day. It's really important. And you don't need a lot of space or a lot of props to do that. So take care of yourself. Stay well. Thanks.